Hey everybody, it's TT Rad. It's Wednesday morning, 12:22 a.m. in New Jersey. I just wanted to see if anybody was still awake. I just got out of Edwin's show. Very nice show. Um, he had a lot of good things to say, as always, and I appreciate him and I appreciate all of you. So I want to see who is going to come in, if anyone is awake. And I am continuing my prayers for Craig from Reality Report. And praying that he is doing well. I hope so. But it is 12:23. I'm watching The $6 Million Man. That is what I am watching, believe it or not. I am watching The $6 Million Man. I've had it on all night. We are getting a lot of rain here in New Jersey. It is flooding. And I just went outside to check. It has slowed down, which is good. That's a good thing. But as of an hour ago, we were having a downpour here, so it was pretty bad. Um, but I'm just hanging out, not much to do. I'm all wired out from Edwin's show, so I figured I'd come in for a little bit, maybe about 20 minutes, a half hour. That's it. And we'll see if anybody comes in. If no one comes in, I will just shut the show down, and that's okay. So I hope everyone is having a great night. I had a great day and also had a great night. We're already into the next day. And I hope that God is watching over us all and everyone is doing well. And I am up, and we have our first family member, and that is Emmanuel. Hi, Emmanuel. How are you? Nice to see you. I just got off of Edwin's show. I was just on his show for a little bit. Very good show. And I said, well, I'm kind of wired out, so let me come on here for a little while and see what's happening, see who comes in. So, are you getting hit with all this rain over by you? Because we are. It actually has really slowed down here where I am right now in Jersey. So, which is a good thing. Which is a good thing. But I know we're going to have a lot of flooding from the rivers and stuff like that. And there's Slimmy. Hey, Slimmy. Had bad storms here today, but all's well now. Okay, that's good. Yeah, Slimmy, I was just telling Emmanuel that the rain finally slowed down here. I went outside. I was on Edwin's show and I had a chance, and I said, let me go outside real quick, and then I'm going to just jump on the live and see how everybody's doing. And it has really slowed down, which is a good thing. But the rivers are going to crest, and that's not going to be good. That's usually happens within 24 to, I think, 48 hours after a bad storm. Hi, Angel. Dropped in to say sorry for a comment in Edwin's. Paul, don't worry about that. That's okay. That's okay, Edwin. I mean, Paul, don't worry about it. That's all right. Listen, people need to know these things. We need to know what's going on. And if someone can't handle it like me, that's okay. Um, but it is what it is. It's good information. We need to know those things. I was in Tommy Stig's chat earlier tonight. Oh, okay. Emmanuel, Tommy Stiggs from Essex County. Good evening, Paul. That's from Emmanuel. So, Slimmy, where you are there any rivers by you that, are going to crest and possibly overflow? Good evening, Slimmy. That's from Emmanuel. And I came on, oh, Slimmy, I want you to double check something. Do you have your wrench? Because I cannot tell. I am in StreamYard, but I went on one of my old YouTube lives, and I went in and I gave you a wrench. I gave Baywatcher a wrench, and I also gave Jen Silo a wrench. So if you have your wrench, then that means other people have theirs too, that it worked. It actually worked. Yes, Belleville. Yes. There's another E in Belleville, Emmanuel. It's Belleville. Some rivers, but not going to crest. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I know where I am. We have some a Passaic River and I know that's supposed to crest, but I'm going to look on Google News and see what's going on with that. But, Slimmy, let me know if you have your wrench or if anybody else can see if Slimmy has his wrench, because I did give out some wrenches. Paul saying hi to Slimmy. But we're supposed to be getting, bad weather, here too. Again, possibly this weekend, more rain, and then going Monday into Tuesday, if the storm shifts, we're going to get, more snow. Oh, Paul, I figured out why my throat is dry. I have that cough because I'm getting my kitchen done, and there's a lot of dust in my apartment from them digging up the floor. So that's why I'm getting this, this cough. It's like a dry cough. I thought it was from the heat, but no, it's from the dust because my son has it too. Um, got it. Wrench. Okay. Slimmy. So Slim, you're telling me Slimmy does have his wrench? Slimmy, do you have your wrench? Just give me a yes or no. If you have that little blue thing, if your name, by your name with the little wrench. Paul says, got it, wrench. I don't know if he's talking about himself or you. I thought so, TT. I took a chance on that version of spelling it. Yes. Okay, Slimmy, yes, you have your wrench. Okay, so that's good. Thank you for letting me know that, Paul and Slimmy. That means that Jen Silo has her wrench now and also Baywatcher. My Mikey, he told me, give those 2 wrenches out. So give those 3 wrenches out. So that's what I did. Thank you, Paul, for letting me know that. You take care, Angel, you and Jay. Yes, I will, Paul. God bless you. And give Kaiser a hug for me. Tell him that I love him, that Aunt TT loves him. That would be great. But yes, let me so like I don't know what's going to happen here, but I'll update everybody. We'll see. We'll see. Hopefully that storm won't hit us. They say if it does come this way to Jersey, Monday and Tuesday, it can be pretty bad. So hopefully we're not going to get that. Hopefully it's going to miss us. Now, Slimmy, you will be on Friday night at 10 p.m. Is that still correct? Thank you, Paul. Kaiser. Hi, sweetheart. Hi, Kaiser. Oh, I have to make another video for Kaiser. I know how to spell Secaucus correctly. Emmanuel. That's not easy to spell for somebody who doesn't, how do you spell Secaucus, right? But Slimmy usually goes on Friday nights, his music channel at 10 o'clock. So that's in a couple of days. And we're hoping Todd Father will come on in the morning. Again, that will be nice to see him. He's just not feeling too well. I think he's just really getting frustrated. He's just getting frustrated, and that's understandable. That's really understandable. Yes, TT, I said a thumbnail earlier. Slimmy, I still don't know how to do a thumbnail. I have to work on this. I have to try it. I mean, I think I did it a couple times, but it was by accident. I didn't want to set it, and then because I was doing a live that night, and it went up as a thumbnail. I don't know what the heck I did, but I'm going to have to work on that, work on the thumbnail thing. So that's important. I have to learn how to do that. So everybody knows when I'll be coming on and if I have a specific topic. Usually we just talk. We just go back and forth. I don't have a topic. We just chat, and talk about, whatever. So, but I will have to figure that out. He was pretty ill since Boxing Day for 5 or 6 days, but glad it's passed. Okay, Paul. I'm glad it's passed too. Paul, did he have his seizures again? Is that what happened? Paul's dog Kaiser, he suffers from seizures, and he posted a video one time. You could see he was having a little seizure, and I don't like seeing that, but Paul takes really good care of him. He really, really does. He takes very good care of Kaiser. Gives him a lot of attention, a lot of love, treats him so good. And you could tell Kaiser's happy. You could really just tell. He's very, very happy and he loves his dad. So, but yes, Slimmy, I have to try to figure out the thumbnail. I have to definitely try to figure that out. Slimmy, I hit notifications about an hour ago. Sorry, had to leave sharp this morning. Okay. Praying for your dog, Paul. That's from Emmanuel. Let me put that up there. Emmanuel, you are quite the night owl. So is Slimmy. And poor Paul, he should be sleeping by now. But Emmanuel, you like staying up late, or is that your job? Like you, do you work? Are you getting ready to go to work? Is that why you're awake? Okay, Paul. Prayers for the doggy. Yeah, and I know I haven't heard anything about Craig yet. Laugh out, yeah, yes, I am. Yeah, you're a night owl. Yes, let me. I'm telling you. Um, yeah, Paul's catching his ticket out. He's tired, but yeah, sometimes I could stay up, late. I don't know how you do it, Slimmy, though. I really don't. Do you sleep late in the morning? And you're like a night owl. You rather be up at night. My friend Teresa is like that too. She rather be up at night than during the day. And during the day, she sleeps better than she does at night, for whatever reason. That I don't know, but she just likes sleeping during the day. And my son is like that too. He rather sleep during the day. But no, it was a neighbor brought a tub of chicken she was making soup with on Christmas Day. I think it was too rich. Oh, okay. Okay, it was soup. Ah, poor baby. Okay, Paul. I was going to bed and my phone notification came on. Emmanuel. Oh my, I'm sorry, Emmanuel. Oh, thanks for coming in here. I appreciate it. Just started watching Yellowstone season 1, episode 2. Never seen any of them. I've never watched that show. I heard it was really good. I heard it was really good. What, you chasing me out, Angel? Oh no, no, Paul, never, never. I'm not chasing you out. I'm not chasing you out. Not at all. Not at all. Thought I would come in and say hello. Thanks, Emmanuel. I appreciate that. I do. I like when you come in here. I love seeing you. I don't want to keep you up too late though, either. YouTube is just, you go on, I guess, whenever, it just doesn't matter. Somebody's always awake. Something is always happening, you know. It's like Las Vegas, it never sleeps. Las Vegas, the town that never sleeps, you know. So that's what YouTube is like. The city that never sleeps, Las Vegas. So that's what YouTube is like. It's our little YouTube city, That's what it is. Let me see. And also Carol, I hope she's feeling better. She said she was feeling a little bit better, I think, before in Edwin's chat. Emmanuel, it's always a pleasure seeing you in chat. Yes. Yep, that's right, Paul. Let's put that up there. Always. I like when Emmanuel comes in the chat. He's got a good presence about him. Up for work around 9ish, but only can hardly sleep 5 to 6 hours, so up late. Oh, okay. Yeah, some people can function like that. Some people, 4 hours sleep, 5 hours sleep. I know Tommy's like that. If Tommy gets like 4 or 5 hours straight sleep, then he's good. Then he's good to go. He's good to go. Yep. Thanks, Paul. Yeah. Yeah. So I just, oh, sorry about that. I just heard something. I don't know what that was. Sound like something fell outside. It's not windy here yet. It's not windy here yet. But some places I know it's very windy. I think New York. I think Mikey was saying that New York was windy. It was windy by him. It's always a pleasure to see you. You too, Emmanuel. Always. Always, always. Carol, a great lady. Have been conversing with Carol for about 2 years. Let's put that up there. Yes, Carol is very nice. I can't wait till she starts her her channel. She has a couple little videos up, but I can't wait till, she gets moving, because I want to have her on the show, that I think that would be really nice. And we can really help promote her, get her out there and, help promote Carol, you know. And has anyone seen JJ Fedora in any chats or anything? Um, I was just wondering about that. I've been thinking about her for about a week now because I haven't seen her, and usually she stops in. So I know she takes a break once in a while. But I'm hoping that she's okay. So let me know, maybe Emmanuel, you might have Paul. I don't know if Slimmy would have, but Emmanuel or Paul, you would have a better chance if any one of you gentlemen have seen JJ Fedora in any chats recently. Yes, Paul, Carol, yes, I want to have her on the panel. I think that would be great. I think that will be really good. And I like to get Cinnamon up here too. Carol, Cinnamon, Arlene, you know, um, all these wonderful women. JJ, I want to get JJ on my show too. JJ has a lot to say, and I would like to get her up here. You know, I think that would be really good. See JJ other day in chat, just can't remember which one. Oh, okay, you saw her, Slimmy. Okay, good, good. Okay, good. So I'm just want to make sure she's okay. Last I seen JJ was in Tommy Sticks. Okay, Paul, thank you, thank you. Okay, so she's around, so that's really good. Good morning, TT in chat. I ain't got no wrench, but I'm happy to be here. I have plenty of wrenches in my garage. Laugh out loud. Dave, I actually gave you a wrench. You don't have a wrench? I gave a few people a wrench today, and you were one of them. Okay, so after this show is over, I will have to go back into one of my live from last night, and I will give you. Are you sure you don't have a wrench because you were on my list? Well, that was my personal list. The 3 wrenches were recommended by Mikey. Mikey and Thindu, they guide me on who to give wrenches to. And but I did give you a wrench. I'm sorry if it did not work. I haven't seen JJ in a couple of weeks. I usually see her in Brooklyn Guys chat. Yeah, Manuel, Slimmy said she saw JJ, he saw JJ, and so did Paul. So that's a good thing. Yeah, because I haven't seen her. Laugh out loud. I'm sorry, TT. I have it. Thank you. Oh my. And Matt, Dave T. See, busted me. Maureen Fricka also. Yes, Maureen. Yes, she's a very good lady. I don't know if she will want to come up, on the screen. I would love to have Maureen on the panel. Absolutely. Um, I love Maureen, and I don't know if she would want to come up. I mean, I can ask her, and I hope she will, Paul. That would be really good. That would be really, really good. Let's see. Good evening, Dave from Emmanuel. Dave, you have a wrench from Paul. He has one. Slimmy said, and yes, Paul, I see it. Thank you. Yeah, Dave was busting me. He does have his wrench. See, there you go. And yeah, Paul, right? Maureen. I would love to have all those women on, at one time. We can pick a topic and we could talk about it. But I would love to have, like a ladies' night where all the women come on the panel. And, we can have Carol, we can have Maureen, we can have Cinnamon, we could have JJ, GDM. I would love to have GDM on. I don't know if she'll do it, but I would love to have her on. I don't know if she's ready for something like that, but she's always welcome. I always made 80s songs recommendation. Yes, I know you did to JJ. Yes, let me put that up there. Yes, Emmanuel. What up, Dave? That's from Slimmy. So, Dave, how's the weather where you are? How's the weather, honey? I'm just happy to be here with T and a bunch of great people to conversate with great stuff. Yes, we're glad that you are here, Dave. Dave T from Boston Laborers Union. I love saying that. Let's put that good comment up there. That's nice and positive too. Hi, Slimmy. Good to see you. I always make 80s recommendations to JJ. Yes, you do, Emmanuel. I know. I remember that. I remember that in some chats. I like JJ. I really want to get her on here. I know she has a lot to say. So maybe one day she'll come on, but I'm gonna put a little message to her on my community page tomorrow. A just check it in message. Where have you been? Because she was coming in here and I miss having her in here. She has a lot of good stuff to say. It's raining here pretty hard in Boston T all day. Okay. Same here in Jersey. Same here. It finally slowed down. I went outside a little bit ago. I was on Edwin. I was in Edwin's chat and then on the panel. And I said, let me go outside before shoot the live up. But I went out there and it actually really slowed down. I had a flood in the front of my apartment. I'm on the first floor. Oh my God, it was so flooded between all the snow melting and everything. So hopefully, it'll stop, and this will be it for a while. So, Dave, guess what I've been watching all day today? Excuse me. I've been watching The $6 Million Man and Emmanuel. I know you heard that. That's what I've been watching all day. Good evening, Emmanuel. Good to see you. That's from Dave. The $6 Million Man, Steve Austin. That's what I've been watching all day today. But I was started watching The Bionic Woman. What was that? Few weeks back, and I watched a bunch of episodes. I binge watched it. That's when I was in the hospital, and I came home from the hospital and everything. So, what, 3 weeks ago? And now I'm watching The $6 Million Man. Good to see you, Dave. That's from Emmanuel. Used to love that show. Yeah, see? I know, Dave, I'm telling you. Do you know I noticed something? Um, in The $6 Million Man, I have seen nothing but Fords. The cars that they drive, they show. They have all been Fords. I noticed that on when I first turned it on, and I said to my son, I said, "You know what? Mommy's noticing something. These are all Ford cars." So now, it's been on my TV, but I've been busy. I haven't really watched it, but I'm going to watch when I get off of here. I'm going to look for that, and I want to see if it's still all Ford that they use. It was all Fords and Ford Elite. I saw the Thunderbird. I saw, what else did I see? The Mustang and the cop cars. They were Fords, and the vans that in one episode they threw Steve Austin into a van, and it was a all black van, and it was a Ford van. So I need to pay attention because I'm curious about that. Lindsay Wagner, 100%. Look at Dave. Yeah, I'll put that up there. And haven't seen that in years. Slimmy, I'm telling you. So I'm looking back soon. Going to take the boy out for the final time. Okay, that's that's Paul. You're our bionic lady. Yes, Actually, right? With my ankle, right, Paul? I have all that stuff in my ankle, all that metal. Probably sponsored by Ford. Check credits went. Oh, yes. And my son said the same thing. My son said to me, "Mom, maybe they had a deal with Ford." You know, TT, did you live next to Tommaso Stiggs back in the day? I lived right across the street from him. I could look out my window and see Tommy's house right there, directly across from me. Yeah, back in the day. Yes, I lived right across the street from him. And but yes, I mean, my son said the same thing. He said, "Mom, maybe they made a deal with Ford, and they were sponsored or something like that." Just like you said, he said the exact same thing. So I'm going to keep paying attention and see, But yes, Emmanuel, let me put that up there. I lived right across the street from Tommy. Yes, I did. Yeah, I loved it there. Tommy and I, we had a good time there. We really did. It was just nice growing up in Belleville. It really, really was. It was a great place to grow up. Definitely 100%. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. We moved around. We moved around a couple of times and stayed in Belleville, but we did move around. Nadu did a video of a gentleman from your area today. Oh, okay. Okay. Do you know who it was, or let me know, Emmanuel? Maybe I know who it was. I'm sure Tom I wonder if Tommy saw that video. He probably did. Oh, Cabert. Okay, yes, yes. Yeah, I know Cabert. I grew up around Cabert, 100%. Where I lived, he used to come over and he used to, play cards and in the backyard and in the house too. But in the summertime, he was my Uncle Joe. He's passed away now, but he actually wasn't a blood relative, but I had a lot of uncles back in the day when I was growing up. And Cabert and my best friend, her father and her uncle were very close with him. And I used to see him a lot. I used to see Cabert a lot. Very nice man. He was always very nice to me. Always, always very nice. Yeah, Cabert. I'll have to watch that. I'll definitely have to watch that. Tommy had Cabert's ashes and delivered them. He did have Cabert's ashes and he delivered them to the family. TT, was he Sicilian? I believe he was. I believe he was. I was very young when he was coming around. I was pretty young. So like when you're young, you really don't pay attention to that stuff. I just knew he was Italian. I know about Tommaso and yeah, yeah, I know Emmanuel. Tommy. Tommy had the ashes. But yeah, he was a really nice man. I was probably, let me think. Um that must have been that was in that was in the 70s. In the 70s and going into was it going into the 80s also? I'm trying to think now, Emmanuel. It was definitely in the 70s, and I believe going into the early 80s. I believe so. But yes, he used to come over a lot to my Uncle Joe's house and, you know, in Belleville. That was in Silver Lake. That was in Silver Lake. And he was there a lot. Oh my god, I had hair in the '70s. Look at Chris Trock, what he comes in with. Look at this guy. Oh my god, I had hair in the '70s. Chris Trock, how are you, sweetheart? God bless you. Don Tomaso Stiggs, right? Emmanuel. That's the truth. That's the truth. I knew Tommy before he was Don Tomaso Stiggs, though. TT, does your ankle ache when there's rainy weather? Yes, it does. I have a lot of hardware in my back and left leg. My surgeon says it's from the barometric pressure. Yes, dropping when it rains. Yes, that's true. That is true. Yep. Yeah, I have. What do I have? Let's see. I have one big plate with all screws in it. I have two screws in the front of my ankle, two long screws, and then another one on the right side of my ankle. Yeah, and my left inside, it's my right ankle that I broke, and on the inside, of my right ankle, it hurts. It's hurting me now. I feel it. Thank you, TT. Blessings to you as well. Thank you, Chris. Tommy is a good guy. Yes, Tommy is a good guy. Yes, he is. I've known him for a long time. We lost touch for a while, but then, we got back together, so it was really good. I'm really happy that he started his YouTube channel. You know, it it's good for him. It's very, very good for him. Hello, Slimmy Cricket Entertainment. That's from Chris Trock. Um, and Slimmy, I think is everyone in here sub to Slimmy? If you're not, you guys can. All have wrenches, I believe. So just give him a sub. If for some reason you're not sub to him, give him a sub. And he will be on Friday night, 10 p.m. Eastern time, and with his friends, and they do all the music. They take requests. So Friday night's like, hey, listen, you know what? Whatever we want to play, we're going to play, and that's it. And that's what he does on Friday night. And it's nice, it's nice because you give him a request and he plays it. It's really cool. TT, did you and Tommy go to same schools? High school. Well, we went to the same high school, but see, I'm 4 years older than Tommy. So I missed, going to school with Tommy. I'm 4 years older than him. So I didn't get to see Tommy in school. His daughter is a talented singer. He showed a video of her yesterday. Oh, okay. Okay. You're talking about Kabert's daughter? Nate Nadeau showed a video. I'm figuring that's who you're talking about, right? I think I missed that show. Wasn't she on Tommy's show, and I think I missed it. Oh, Tommaso's daughter. Oh, okay. I did not know that Tori sang. Okay, I'm going to have to see. Is that video in Tommy's community page, or is it a short or anything like that, Emmanuel, that I could go and look at it? Or do I have to call Tommy and ask him to send me the video? Just let me know because I definitely want to see that. Yeah, Tommy has very good children. They're very good kids. I call her Princess Stiggs. Yes. Yeah, she's definitely she's got Belleville in her, that's for sure. 100%. 100%. Thanks for a shout out, TJ. Hey, anytime. And listen, anybody who wants to drop their link in here, you know that you can do that. I believe we're all sub to each other already, but please don't forget that. It was Monday's live. Okay, no problem. I'll go back and I'll look at that, Emmanuel. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. TT, did you ever hear Tommy singing Rubber Ducky while walking by his house? Oh, you know what my answer when anybody asks me questions about Tommy, certain questions I answer. Other questions, I say I know nothing. So I'm going to say I know nothing on that question. I just subscribed, Slimmy. We'll check you out soon, bud. Hey, thank you so much, Dave. Okay, Slimmy, Dave just subscribed to your channel. Thank you so much, Dave. We appreciate that very much. She kind of resembles him. Yeah, Tori, yes. Yeah. Um, yeah, she does. She does. I could see in his son, his son when he reminds me when Tommy was younger. I could see Tommy in him for sure, for sure. Yep, absolutely. Yeah, he's has very good children. Very good children. He did a very, very good job raising them. And so did his ex-wife. Very good job. Some when you get divorced, it's hard. When you get divorced and you have children, it's very, very hard. And it's not a good situation. Nobody wants to get divorced, especially when you have children. You don't want that to happen. But it happens. That is life, and it does happen. People grow apart, they get divorced for different reasons, who knows? But the thing is that when you have a child, you have to try to do your best to, you know, um, maintain the respect for one another, especially in front of your children. And I know that Tommy and his ex-wife, they definitely did that. It's not easy coming from a broken home. It's not an easy thing. But sometimes we have to just do what we need to do and tough it up, and it is what it is, right? That's the way life goes. So, Chris, what are you doing? I know you're up, you're on here, but what are you doing? Are you eating anything? Are you having something to drink? You have a beer in front of you, some pretzels. What's going on? What's happening? Now, Chris, will you be I don't know what kind of work you exactly do. Is it construction? Because I saw your video, the one you did an impression of Dean do with the hard hat on and all that. Is it construction that you do? If you don't mind me asking. If you don't mind me asking. Tomas was a good father. Yes, absolutely, he is. He's a very good father. He really does the best that he can. He really, really does, and I know he's in a hard situation sometimes, but we all are, but he does the best that he can. That's so true. My heart was broken when I went through my divorce. Very tough. Yes. It's very, very tough, Chris. Not an easy thing. Not an easy thing. You know, nobody wants you don't get married to want to get divorced. You don't go into a marriage saying, "Oh, you know what? I'm probably going to be divorced in a year or 2 years." No, you go in thinking, "Hey, listen, everything's great, you're on top of the world. You just got married, and then stuff happens. It just is what it is, It just is what it is. It's unfortunate, but we have to go on, We just have to go on. We have to keep moving forward. That's all we can do, and we just have to be there for our children as much as we can, you know, as much as we can. So, so what are you doing, Chris? Are you eating? Are you Emmanuel, what are you doing? Slimmy, what are you doing? I think Paul is still out with Kaiser. Um, Dave T from Boston Labor's Union. Are any of you guys eating like a sandwich or something that you're up? That's what happens to me when I stay up late like this. And see, I was on Edwin's show. I was gonna go on live, but then I saw Edwin come on, so I went into his chat, and I'm glad that I did, you know. And when I stay up late like this, after like a certain hour, then I get hungry again, and I want to, have something to eat. Yes, I do, TT. I work in the financial district in Boston. I make sure the traders' PCs stay up and online. Oh, okay, okay. So what is that like? What is your title exactly? Yes, I had a bowl of oatmeal. That's really good. Oatmeal is very good for you because my best friend, her son does stuff like that. You know, I really like with all the fiber optics and stuff, like under the ground and everything. And he has to make sure he works for the city. He works for the city of Newark, and he always has to make sure things are online. That their PCs stay up online too, and the police stations and all that stuff. So he does that. Um, but he does a lot of computer work. But then when there's a problem, he has to go out in the field. But he does work at home on his computer a lot. I'm having a beer. That's Slimity. Okay, Chris had oatmeal. Slimmy's having a beer. And I just had a yogurt to take care of my sweet attack. Very good. Good. That's good. That's all good stuff. All good stuff. Oatmeal, beer, and yogurt. Now, Slimmy, Slimmy, you have the well, I'm not going to say the unhealthiest treat there, but eat something good, Slimmy. Stop drinking that beer. Slimmy loves his beer. And my dad used to love his beer too. A lot of men, all you men drink beer? Do you, Chris and Dave? Do you drink beer too? And Emmanuel? And I think Paul is I used to drink beer years and years and years ago. But I don't drink. I haven't God, I just don't drink. I don't drink anything. I almost baked a pizza but figured oatmeal would be enough. Yeah, oatmeal is filling, Chris, that does fill you up. It's all that fiber in it. It's dense. It gets in your stomach and it fills you up. But see now me, now I can go have a yogurt. I had a look at Slimmy. I had a couple of cookies. Let me put that. Oh my god. Slimmy had beer and cookies. Oh my god. Yeah, that's my thing, like late at night like this, early morning, because it's 1:05 in the morning. I could just go and I could go make myself a sandwich. You know, if I had a pizza, leftover pizza or something, I throw it. Well, right now I'd have to throw it in my microwave because I don't have an oven. They're doing that construction in my kitchen, but they laid the concrete today, which was good. So they have to let it settle before they come and put my cabinet back and my sink and my stove. Um, on occasion, I will, but prefer bourbon or whiskey. But I might drink twice a year. Yeah, Chris, I don't. Yeah, I don't drink at all. I don't drink anything. Not like I used to anymore. Maybe a beer or two in the summer time with my boys, but nothing like I used to. Yeah, I think sometimes as you get older, you're like, I just got turned off by like I don't even desire any kind of a drink. Well, I shouldn't say that. No, that would be a lie. Once in a while, I do desire a glass of wine with spaghetti for whatever reason. Maybe once a year it'll hit me and I'll be like, "Ooh, I would like to have a glass of wine with some spaghetti and meatballs, and braciole. And but have a great night, TT. You too, Emmanuel. Let me put that up there. Emmanuel's cashing his ticket out. You too, honey. Have a great night. Thank you for coming in as always. As always. Ciao for now, everyone. That's from Emmanuel. Unfortunately, on occasion, I like to smoke a cigar or sometimes a little wacky tobacco. That's from Chris Strong. Emmanuel, before you leave, you better straighten out Chris Strock. He likes to smoke the little wacky tobacco, but just once in a while, just very little. Um, yeah, I don't do any of that. But I had a Chris is saying sorry. Don't be sorry. Chris, I smoked a cigar one time. Years ago, women started smoking cigars. It was like a thing. Oh my God. I thought I was gonna die. I took a puff of that cigar, you know, and I didn't realize, like, from smoking cigarettes, you inhale, you know. So, good night, Emmanuel. That's from Slimmy. Let me get that up there. And I inhaled it by, oh my God, I felt green. I thought I was gonna puke. It was disgusting. But I like men who smoke cigars. I like that. I like when guys smoke cigars. It's my blood pressure medicine. Like, hey, listen, that's okay. That's okay. I don't none of that bothers me. Just because I don't do it, I don't look down on people who smoke it. It is what it is, right? Some people really need to use that. They use it for everything, anxiety, to calm your body down if you're in some pain. It is what it is. Sup. There's Paul. He's back. Um, Slimmy saying, Chris, what are you saying? Merry Christmas? You got a little Christmas tree up there. Or is that like a weed tree? Is that what you're doing, Slimmy? Because you couldn't find a pot plant? Oh my, I don't know. I could be wrong. I could be wrong here. Oh my God. But yeah, so like I said, I always get hungry this time of night. So I was just wondering what everybody was eating and what was going on. And Dave had a nice yogurt, and Chris had oatmeal, and Slimmy had beer and cookies. I don't know if Emmanuel was eating anything. He left. Well, I grew up with a cigar smoking father. He loved his scotch and his cigars. Yeah, and I grew up around that too. My dad used to smoke cigars when I was younger, and my grandfather did. My grandfather always smoked cigars. And especially like in the summer, he would love to sit outside, and he would have a beer and, he smoked cigars. And my uncle did too. So I grew up around that, my dad's brother. I grew up around that. You're right. Slimmy saying you're right. Sup, all went silent when came back in. No, no, we're not silent. We're all here. So, Paul, I was asking the gentleman in the chat um, if anybody was eating anything because, we're all up so late. You know what I mean? It's 1:11 in the morning over here. So I was curious. I said to the guys, I said, is anyone eating anything or drinking anything or this and that and the other thing? So that's what we were talking about. And also smoking cigars. Chris said he likes to smoke cigars. I wonder if Emmanuel smokes cigars. He seems like he might smoke a cigar. Emmanuel, he's a nice guy. Yeah, I'm thinking Slimmy probably had something in those cookies. I'll put that up there. That's a possibility, Chris. I think so, right, Slimmy? Oh my God. So yeah, Paul, let us know when you stay up late, well, your time, when you stay up late, do you eat at night? Do you get hungry? Like even though you ate dinner, but then hours pass and then if you're on then, you go on YouTube and we're all up late. Do you start to get hungry and then you want to eat something? I mean, I know I do, so. Slimmy's laughing at Chris. Yeah. Uh-huh. I smoked cigars for some years. Oh, okay, Paul. Okay. I'm trying to think of those cigars my grandfather used to smoke. Wait a minute now. I remember the package. Hold on, hold on. All right. I know you gentlemen may be able to help me with this. Okay. They had a tip on them, the tip. the white thing with the cigar, and they had an owl on the package. I remember seeing an owl on the package of cigars, and I can't remember, like, what was the name of it. And I think at that time, I think there's a possibility it came in 2 flavors only. I think it was regular and another maybe cherry, or maybe I'm wrong, because he used to smoke a pipe too, and I know the pipe tobacco was cherry. That I do know. That I do know. But it had the thing on it, and it had an oh, look, Tony Silo. He's in it. "Hey, Tony, how are you, sweetheart?" Tipperillo, that's it. Oh my god, Tony. That's it, Tony, Tipperillo. Oh my god. That's it, Tony. Thank you so much. God bless you, sweetheart. I'm glad you stopped in here. I gave Jen her wrench, let her know. I gave other people a wrench too. I went back in one of my old shows, um, and I went into the comments and I gave a few wrenches out, and I gave one to Jen. Everybody's worked, so hopefully when she comes in on the next live, her wrench will be working. So that'll be good. But thank you for telling me it's Tipperillo. That is it. It had that owl on there. I'll never forget it. Used to only be like a few cigars in there, in that package. I remember. And I think the package was brown. I could be wrong. It was like a brown color. I think the package was brown for some reason. That's sticking in my head. Hey, I remember on Sundays after church on the ride to Howard Johnson's, my dad would smoke his cigar in the family wagon with one window cracked. Yeah, Chris. Yep. Tipperillo. White owls. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Is that right though? Tipperillo white owls? Is that the same thing? Because I remember Tipperillo, but I also remember white owl, and it had an owl on the package. All right, guys, set this straight for me. Slimmy saying hi to Silo. TT, hello, good to see you. Hey, Baywatcher, how are you? Let me get that up there. How are you, honey? How's it going? Hope everything's doing good. Rain, rain, rain over here. Oh, TT, you're too nice. That's okay, Baywatcher. You got your wrench? Hi, TT and Chad. How are you? That's from Tony. Slimmy saying hi to Baywatcher. Tony, good to see you from Baywatcher. Hey, Baywatcher from Tony. Slimmy, hey, from Baywatcher. Good to see you guys from Baywatcher. All right, guys. Now wait a minute. Is Tipperillo and hold on, and White Owls the same thing? Those cigars from back in the day. I just want to know: is it White Owls or Tipperillos, or is it both? Just so I know. So my pops used to smoke Philly blunts. Had the big box on top of his dresser with small boxes of Slim Jims. Oh my god, Dave. Look at that. I love Slim Jims. Wait a minute. Okay, he sent me Tony. Tony's texting me. Oh, wait a minute. I don't think White Owl had a tip on it. Oh, okay. Well, the White Owls didn't have a tip. Okay. Check your phone. Yes, yes. Okay, now give me a minute because I got to check this text. Now, I hope I could open this without losing my thing here. Let me see. How the heck would I do this? White Owl, Al Capone, and Swisher are the main cheap cigars now. They are usually used as rolling paper. Oh my God. Tony Silo, good to see you, buddy. That's from Dave. People like those wine tips slash wood tip black and mild is the brand. That's from Baywatcher. Okay. Now wait a minute. I don't know TT. I know about White Owl by itself. They are low cost flavored cigars, usually $2. Tipperillo sounds familiar. I don't think White Owl had a tip on it. Okay, so maybe I'm wrong. Tony, I'm afraid to open my text message. I wonder if I'm going to lose the show. I saw it briefly. I scrolled down and saw it, and I saw the picture you sent me. But Tony knows too. He smokes cigars. It sounds like you guys all kind of smoke cigars, right? You all do in here. Okay. Still get them once in a while. The kids buy backwoods to open and roll their crap. White Owl doesn't. Okay, so then it was Tipperillo, right? So he smoked Tipperillo, and I remember the owl. So it's two different things. Okay, so he smoked two different types, and he used to smoke a pipe, and I used to love the smell of the pipe. I loved it, and I remember he used to go and get this cherry tobacco. It was cherry, and I remember my father. He used to get cherry tobacco too. I remember that. That was like in the 70s. That was in the 70s. I was young, and I remember all the my grandfather, my father, and my father's brother, my uncle, they all used to smoke the cigars and the pipes. Slimmy, you dumped the tobacco out of the White Owl and put weed in it. Oh my god. Well, my grandfather didn't do that. That I know. That I know, or my father or my uncle. Oh my god. Truck is right. White owls, no tips. Yes, he is. But so the Tipperilla was the other one. I saw the text. I recognize that. And the white owls because it had the owl, and I think it was like in a. If I remember, the box was brown for some reason. Um, Captain Jack pipe tobacco. Chris Truck. I'm trying to remember the pipe tobacco, Chris. I have to see it. Maybe that was it. I don't know. I can't believe Tony Silo beat me to backwoods. The backwoods are hardcore. Get that up there. My dad smoked pipes too from Chris Trock. Ginny stinkers. Whatever the heck. Slimity laughing my butt off. That's from Baywatcher. And Baywatcher Tony's saying hey to you. Let me put that up there. Oh, hey, get back up there. Okay. Tony said it right. It is garbage. Yeah, I was saying I tried a puff of a cigar one time, and it made me sick. You know, when women were all smoking cigars and stuff like that, and I particularly I tried a puff of it. I would never do it, but I was like, well, what is it that now women are smoking cigars? I'm like, I don't know. I kind of didn't like that, but I wanted to try it just to see what. And I took a puff and I felt sick. But I mean, I mean, to be honest with you, I don't like when a woman smokes a cigar. You know, I wouldn't judge somebody, say, "Oh my god, look at that woman smoking a cigar." I just don't care for it. It's not I think cigars and pipes and all that are for men, you know. That's how I feel, you know. Being a woman, that's just my opinion. That's my opinion and how I feel. I wouldn't go around smoking cigars. But I don't look down on women who smoke cigars either. It's just not something I would choose to do. I think for me, I think that's a man's job is a cigar and a pipe and all that stuff. Um, Tony, okay, you have to go to an actual cigar shop to get a cigar. Tony, my friends and I used to get into a cigar lounge underage. Yeah, that became real big. I remember when that became real big, the cigar lounges. My husband, he used to smoke cigars. Every once in a while, he used to I used to love going into the cigar shops and buying him cigars. I used to love that. He used to get so happy. He'd be like, "You bought me a cigar?" I'd be like, "Yeah." Let's see. Yes, TT, never trust any other store-bought cigar if you're going to try a puff. Yeah, I tried that puff a long, long time ago. Let's see, we're 2024. I must have had that puff on that cigar. Let me think for a second, Baywatcher. Hold on. Um, Let me think now. I would say that had to be about 30 years ago. I tried a puff of a cigar. I stopped in my buddy's cigar lounge earlier. Yeah, I did not like it. Was the big pipe cherry tobacco in the 50s and 60s. So now wait, Chris Trock said something here about that cherry tobacco. I want to see he said the name. Let me go back. Captain Jack pipe tobacco. I have to go and look. This would have been in the 70s. That's when I was little, Tony, and I'm trying to remember what pipe tobacco that they used to use. It came in a bag, like a bag. So Tony Silo, heck yeah, those are fond memories. Let's see, 20, 30 years ago, all the ladies were big on cigars for a while. Yeah, 20, 30 years ago. Yeah, that's about right. Yep. And then actually, let me see, 20 years ago, I would have been 38. Yes, yes. Yep. Yeah. Tony Silo, I got into it. One of my first cigars, though, was called Excalibur. Captain Black. Yeah, Captain Black. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to look on Google and look at what the package looked like. Did it come in a bag, Chris? For some reason, I remember I I think it was I I think it was a clear bag. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm trying to picture it, being with my grandfather, watching him put the tobacco in the pipe. I used to get fascinated by that. And I remember saving all my chore money, because when Christmas would come around, I would always get my grandfather, packs of those cigars, and I would always get him the tobacco for his pipe. I would save all my chore money, and that's what I would buy my grandfather. Oh, he would be so happy. He would be so happy. My father would take me, and he purchased them, and well, with my money, but he had to get them, and he just loved it. He loved when I used to give him that as a Christmas present. Now wait, what was texting me? It's got to be Tony Silo. Let me see. Super value cherry. Huh. That doesn't look familiar to me, that packaging, but I'm gonna have to. TT, was it Smoker's Pride cherry? I don't remember. I really don't remember. For some reason, Chris Trock, he's saying that Captain Black. This was in the 70s, so I don't know. Cigarettes were started in France for women, apparently, and used a wine cork as a filter. That's from Baywatcher. That's interesting. They had a cherry. Yes, I remember my grandfather, it was cherry because I remember it smelled different. And I said, "Oh, what is that?" I said, "That smells good." And then I remember my dad was smoking that too, and my uncle. Going to step out for tonight, everyone. Have a blessed one later on. Okay, Slimmy, thank you. Thanks for coming in. God bless you, and we will see you Friday night on your music live. Yo, Slim, catch you later, hopefully. Baywatcher. White little plastic bag. The normal was white container or gold or cherry is red package. Okay, Chris, you're right. You are absolutely because I remember the gold. That's what stuck out. The gold package. The gold package. Yes, Chris, that's it. That's it. Yep, that is it. Yep, that's it. That gold bag. Did the gold bag have like a red trim on it or something? Like a red I God, I remember that now. It was like a deep gold. I remember that, Chris. I do remember that. Oh my god. Captain Black has a bag with red cherry tobacco. Yep. Yeah, that's it, Tony. That's what Chris that's the one. That's it. In France now, the most popular brand is Lucky Strike. Lucky Strike cigarettes. Yeah, they don't have a filter, right? Them Lucky Strike cigarettes? Right now, 2024, no joke, Lucky Strike is popular in France. Okay, let me see, Tony. Ooh, that's it. Yeah, Tony, that's it. That's it. The gold bag. Yep, that's the bag. That's the bag. Yep. Thank you, Chris, and thank you, Tony, for setting my mind at ease. Thank you so much. Very nostalgic. That brings back a lot of memories. Yep. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate it. Um, Lucky Strike doesn't exist in the States anymore. That was the big one in the 40s and 50s. Okay. The ones in France have filters. Oh, okay. Okay. It smelled so good in the I know, Chris, didn't it? I used to love that smell. And my grandmother, she didn't care that my grandfather smoked the cigars in the house. She didn't, or the pipes. It didn't bother her. Let me see. I had some original Lucky Strikes. They are different than the European ones. Wow. Now wait a minute. So wait, I think they do make Lucky Strikes here, right? I think I've seen them in the store. Trying to remember now. Oh no, no, they don't. They don't. I had to buy cigarettes from my friend, and my friend Bill, I had to pick him up some cigarettes one day. What? Oh, they were Camels. That's what they were. Camels. Okay, cigarettes in Canada. Are you? That's right. We were saying something about this. I forget whose show. Was my show or somebody's show? We were talking about the cigarette prices. $27 a pack. I mean, really? I guess you can't. I mean, if somebody wanted to make some cash, but you probably can't bring the cigarettes over the border, they check everything. Or you probably can, just maybe only a certain amount. No way, Tony. Gee whiz. How can the people who smoke afford those? Right. That's so much money. Yes, Lucky Strike and Camel non-filters. Yep. I wonder if Marlboro is like still the most popular cigarette in the United States. I don't even know. I wonder. Tony Silo, Lucky Strike. That's good to hear. Can't find them near me. They have some original packs you can order. I wonder what those cigars were that Clint Eastwood always used to smoke. Remember in all those Clint Eastwood movies, he would smoke cigars. I wonder what kind of brand they were. I don't know, Baywatcher, but Canadians who are in Florida for winter stock up and ship cartons now because they don't search the cars. They don't ship the ship, just the cars. Okay, okay. Chris Truck. I used to go to a range with a WW2 vet, and he always had his pipe smoking. God bless him. God bless him. But yeah, I remember Clint Eastwood. He always had a cigar in his mouth in those westerns that he made. I wonder if he liked like a special brand or something, you know? Toscano cigars and Clint Eastwood. That's what he smoked? Thank you, Tony. Man, Tony knows all this stuff. And Chris has got a good memory too. He's with that tobacco, pipe tobacco and everything. Man, I remember that, Chris. I used to love, especially on the weekends, because my grandfather was home, from work. He was a pipe fitter, and he used to work Monday through Friday. And let me put that up there, Tony. 110% Clint smoked those Toscanos, and he was a pipe fitter. So on the weekends, I was always at their house on the weekends, especially in the summer. I was always there. And oh, I used to love hanging out because he used to just smoke them cigars. He would smoke the pipes. It was great. It was great. I loved it. And that's how he would relax, and have a couple of beers. That's it. That's it. But he was a pipe fitter in Newark. I can't remember the name of the company, but that's what my grandfather did. Okay. Baywatcher. This is from Chris Truck. Baywatcher. When my father passed away, I was able to retrieve most of his pipes and humidors. Thank God my sister was trying to throw everything out. Oh my God. That's a shame. Thank God you have all that stuff, Chris. That's really good. Tony brings me back to school. Yep. Memories, right? Memory wise, yep. Chris Truck, keep those. Yes. Definitely, Chris. Definitely. 100%. Yeah, and I'm trying to think of what other actors used to smoke on screen, the cigars. I mean, Clint Eastwood just stands out. And Tony, he knew exactly what kind of cigar he smoked. Um, Especially an old school humidifier. Forget about it. Forget about it. Yeah. Those that could be worth some money too, right? But you keep it because it was his dad. I mean, he's never going to get rid of that, but yeah. And I know Tommy smokes cigars too. Tommy Stiggs, he likes cigars. I used to send him cash apps to go get some cigars once in a while when I had the Chichingi. Top 3 cigars. Okay, wait, let me put this up. Cigarettes. Hold on. Okay. Top 3 cigarettes in the United States. 1 is Marlboro, 40%, 2 Newport, 14%, and 3 Camel, 8%. Look at that. I knew that was the Marlboro. Yep, the Marlboro, however we say it. Thank you, Tony. Thank you very much. Let's see. I know Mike Ditka gets his cigars made. He smokes huge ones. I would see him a lot at a golf club, very stinky. That's from Baywatcher. Those old school guys never leave the card table. Laugh out loud. Mike Ditka, huh? Yeah, he did. That's right. Um, yes, I have saved all his expensive suits and ties and also his army uniform from Vietnam. Ah, Has handkerchiefs, everything. Good for you, Chris. Good for you. That's very nice, Chris. Very, very nice. Okay, guys, so I think what we're going to have to do is we're going to do a show um, during the day, I think. We'll try one during the day, maybe like earlier or earlier in the evening. We'll see what happens. And you know what? You guys can come on and you could talk about cigars. I'll get Tommy, whoever wants to come on. Any of you can come on. You guys smoke cigars, and you know what? We'll talk about cigars. And the ladies will get involved in it too. I'll get the ladies involved in it. We'll talk about cigars, cigarettes, whatever, you know, and all the old school stuff. I know you guys know a lot. And so maybe we'll do that. That'll be fun. That'll be something different. I mean, we could do it at night too, later on at night, whenever, and the women will get into it too, because I'm sure the women like me will remember their dads or their grandfathers, or their uncles smoking cigars, tobacco, for the pipes and everything. According to Almanac, Arnold Schwarzenegger, biggest celebrity cigar smoker. Look at that. That's right. He smokes cigars too. That's right. Yep. I've seen him smoking cigars on TV. On TV. I've seen that. Interviews, I think. I've seen him smoking cigars. But yeah, so let's do that. Let's talk about that on another show. Let's talk about all these cigars and different things. And maybe a few of you gentlemen, I mean, I will need you on the panel. It'll be good if you're on the panel talking about it. It'll make it easier. Um, so, I hope you guys would like to do that. I think that'll be interesting. Baywatcher, you can come on. That could be your first show. That could be like your break-in show, your breakout show. Demi Moore, wait a minute. Demi Moore and Michael Jordan, number 2. Demi Moore is number 3 and Michael Jordan is number 2. My dad loved those Italian cigars, Parodi cigars. I meant to say humidor. Absolutely, Chris Trock, keep that. Yep. Hey, I am down 100%. I still need to shave. No, you don't have to shave. You don't have to shave to come on my show. You can have a beard. I love guys with beards. Beards and cigars. Beards and cigars. That doesn't bother me. That doesn't bother me. Facial hair is good. You're a guy. You don't have to shave. It's all right. Oh, wait, maybe unless Edwin comes in the chat, then you're going to be in trouble. Then you're going to be in trouble if Edwin comes in. He's going to be a Baywatcher. Why didn't you shave? Why didn't you? No, he wouldn't do that. He wouldn't do that. Baywatcher, you're good anytime, buddy. Yep, that's right. Yeah, so okay, guys, so let's do that. Okay, we'll plan something. We'll plan something, and I'll let you know, like you know, days ahead of time or a week in advance when we're going to do it. Um, this way, you will have time to prepare to come on and talk about all the cigars, that you've smoked throughout your life. If you smoked a pipe, what kind of tobacco you used. What do you think the best cigars are? What cigars burn the best? What cigars taste the best? Stuff like that. What's the best cigar lounge you've been in? Cigar shop. Where they have the chairs you can hang out and stuff like that. I know I believe there's places where men could actually go, buy cigars, get their hair cut, and have a drink. I think I saw that on YouTube one time. That was about a year ago. I could be wrong, but let's do that, okay? Let's do that. I think that would be fantastic. So Chris Trock, Tony Silo, Baywatcher, Emmanuel, I don't know, and anybody who wants to come on that smokes cigars. I'll let Tommy know, and Thindu. I don't know if Thindu, still smokes cigars on and off. I have no idea. But I'll tell everybody. Anthony from the Wine Guild. He's a guy that would probably come on. So we'll have a bunch of you on, and we could do that show. So, and I'll get the ladies involved, and they will support all of you, just as I do, and we will have a good time. We will have a good time. I have a cute. Let me see. Okay. All right, guys. Well, it's 1:43. I'm getting kind of tired, so I just wanted to come on for a little while, and thank you, gentlemen, for coming in. I appreciate it, and I'll leave the chat running for about a minute or two. So, guys, want to say goodnight to each other. And I will set up that cigar show. Tony, I definitely want you in there. 100%. And Baywatcher, I want you to come on. I would appreciate it. And Chris Trock. And we'll see what we could do. I think it'll be a fun show. I think it'll be fun. Good night, TT and chat. Good night, Tony. Tony, if you have any information on your buddy, just let me know, okay? I don't want to keep discussing it in case, anything needs to stay private or anything like that. But you let me know, okay? And you know that we're all still praying for him, for Greg, okay? Don't forget that. TT, these old school cigar smokers will have a heart attack and cut a new cigar. Oh my God, I remember my dad would keep his Cubans in the freezer and always blame me for taking them. That's from Chris Trock. Yes, TT. Okay, thank you. Yes. Chris Truck, laugh out loud. That's from Tony. Chris Truck, a freezer works pretty good. I have done that. Oh, okay. They used to say put batteries in the freezer too. Your batteries, AAA, AA, all that stuff. Okay, gentlemen, I'm gonna go. I'm getting kind of tired. My energy I don't have any energy right now. Getting sleepy. So I'll see you guys in somebody else's live or on my live tomorrow night, and we will set up the cigar show for you gentlemen. And also, okay, let me say this. Let me be clear, like Edwin says. Let me be clear. Let me be clear. In case any women want to come on the panel, they are welcome to come on the panel too. That may smoke cigars. That's fine too. So, that's it. Okay, guys. Good night. I'll leave the chat running for a minute. Thank you, Chris. Hit the like button. Thank you.